I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Fellowship
Yeah.
with a very long titled song. They're from Richmond, Virginia. So I'd love
Dude,
to have them.
Richmond's got some good bands.
Yes, they do. I haven't really. I'm kind of working my way up through North Carolina right now. So with guests. So I haven't made it quite to Richmond yet, but I'd love to have those guys on.
My mom actually lives there, right in downtown, and they do
Where,
have
Richmond?
They do have
Really?
they do have a really nice scene there.
I was in court in Richmond.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
That would have been an interesting story.
I just went to watch.
Okay.
I don't want to get into that. But this isn't like court TV. So
No.
yeah. Welcome to Q-Mania Live. It's nice to be back. Heirloom, heirloom. There's ways to say it in different areas of the world.
Yes.
In this area of the world, we say heirloom.
Heirloom.
Mm-hmm.
We are
And
happy to have you.
They are getting slaughtered by Hurricane Ian right now. They are hunkered down in their banned bomb shelter.
Yep, basically.
Totally.
They're fine. They're completely fine. Their internet's perfect right now. The connection is great, and we'll talk to them here in a second. I want to thank Barefoot for coming down. Did you check out any of the show?
I did get to listen to some of it.
The clip that I posted wasn't. I mean, it was funny, but I usually rearrange the clips like to make it sound funny for different shows. But that one I didn't have to do anything
You didn't
because
have to do anything. It was good. It was good. Yeah.
I mean, he was talking about his dog Lazarus. I forgot his name was Lazarus. It's hilarious. But I for some reason I asked him if he ever goes deer hunting, and you would think that looking at Barefoot, you would think that he would put on some boots and go hunting. I have to say that because he ain't barefoot. So you would think, but he doesn't. And I was like, what I did cut out though, I asked him if he was vegan or like PETA or anything.
I knew that was coming. Okay, yeah.
And he did. He's not that. So he's just not a hunter.
Well, there you go.
So then he told me about. But see, when he was talking about Lazarus, they were out for a walk, and the neighbor guy stopped by, and he had chicken in his truck. When he said it here, you can't really tell on the show, but he said a chicken. So I'm thinking the guy has a live chicken in his truck. That was what was it? That's why I was like, how do you? Why? But then I had to remember that he lives on a farm. There's probably other farmers around, and he had to take the chicken to the vet, or he took the chicken to the butcher. I don't know until he said a piece of Lazarus. Anyway,
the chicken factored in until it didn't.
then I got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So apparently he had like a roast chicken or a spicy chicken sandwich.
Okay, that's
Or
random.
something. I mean, it is, but it's Barefoot. But I mean, he was last on episode 21.
Yeah, it's been a while.
March 9th of 21, and we're now on 144. So it's been quite some time since. I was like, Barefoot, does it look a little bit different in here? Because I don't think I had anything up there. Like maybe that banner. I might have had the old banner up that you guys can't see, but I might have had that one.
I think
but
you did have that one.
and that's it. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
This is all stuff I've collected from everybody, like from the
swag
show.
wall.
I will
You got a
go
lot
there.
back there.
I do. Yeah. I can no longer put this bass drum head back on my drum set because it's there now.
Yeah, it's a staple.
It'd have to be.
It's full of stickers anyway. I think the drum would be way too muffled just because the plethora of stickers up there. I like stickers. If you guys have stickers, send me some stickers. Anyway,
We do. You have stickers?
Yes. I have stickers too. I will send you stickers.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll trade.
Yeah.
I have Pale Jackson up here. We'll talk about him a little bit later. He's kind of a new addition to the show. And just several. I have a set list from Asava that band over from over in Akron area, Canton. I went to one of their shows, and they gave me their set list and signed it and stuff. So I mean, all sorts of what is it? Memorabilia. I hate
Swag. I just call it swag.
that. Swag. Well, that's swag like the weed. Swag.
No, but that's better.
No. Totally different.
The brown frown.
The brown frown, really?
Totally different.
But yeah, I love getting that stuff, and I'm more than willing to pay for things, but bands just send me stuff, and you would think that they would need money. Gas is expensive. There's hurricanes everywhere, and just
Everywhere, huh?
Well, I mean, on the East Coast, yeah.
Okay, well, there's one right now.
Ian, yes.
Yes, how are you guys faring there?
Faring?
Faring.
It's good. Our power is flickering a little bit, but so far it's held up.
Yeah. Our storm door doesn't, like, our glass door doesn't like all the way close, and we were like, oh, good day for this to happen.
I have one of
The
those
wind's
too.
like
that
knocking it
doesn't
open.
close.
Yeah. And also, like, I saw a couple tweets that were like, if your name's Ian, like, fuck you. Like, and then we had like 3 friends named Ian, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. It's your
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Oh,
Have,
that's
have any
hilarious.
of you ever had a hurricane in the past named after you?
Unfortunately, no. Or fortunately, no. I don't want that to happen.
Same here.
I don't think there's been a Hurricane Scott. I know there's been a Winter Storm Scott, and everybody was like, you know, it was very, very bad. That's why I don't get on Facebook, because it's a feelings.
Yeah.
it's a feelings platform.
Instant negativity.
I mean, I've been
Yeah.
told before that I'm like the bringer of destruction occasionally, but sadly
Hurricane
enough,
Tracy
I've
Hurricane
never
Tracy
had a storm
sounds
named
awful.
after me.
Yeah, that sounds like it's got some attitude.
Mhm.
Right, it does. It does. I know.
Hurricane Tracy coming right to your door. You know.
Yeah, dude. No one's prepared for that shit.
No.
I can't wait for like Hurricane Nancy. You know?
Oh, Hurricane Karen. Has there been?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Or Darren, Hurricane Darren.
Dude, has there been a Hurricane Kyle?
Yes.
Oh.
Kyle.
I think there might have been, because we also have a bunch of friends named Kyle, and they're all really nice people, but they get like, oh, fucking Kyle. Like, no, dude, it's
Until
not
they're
like
named after a
that.
hurricane, then they're an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, exactly. The name association.
My parents are down in they're down in Hilton Head, which is one state south of you guys, down south.
Yeah, that's like South Carolina, South
Just
Carolina.
right on the
South,
tip of
south.
Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Yeah, it's like
very
near
south.
Savannah, Georgia, right?
Mhm. Yep,
maybe.
very close.
I don't know.
And they fared. I talked to them earlier, and they fared very well. Dad, we were on FaceTime, and Dad was showing me outside, and I was like, "It's where's all the water?" You know, like you know how the sometimes the forecast is a little bit much, and it just scares everybody. It scares the elderly for sure.
Oh,
But, you know,
dude, yeah.
and Hilton Head's
I was
cold,
at the
though.
Outer Banks last week with my family,
Oh,
like
yeah.
my immediate family, and my 90-year-old grandma. And
Aw.
she didn't know that there was a hurricane, and like they were like, "Don't tell her, like it's gonna scare her." She was just like, "Oh, it's really windy out here."
It's like reading WebMD. You know what I mean? Like
Right, like, "Oh, I have a heart attack," or "I'm gonna have a heart attack," or
I
whatever.
know, yeah. It's,
I grew up in coastal Texas, so you know
Where?
Galveston,
okay.
like Texas, Houston, Galveston area,
oh, Houston.
and it basically, you know, until like the weatherman, the one who's kind of the big deal at, you know, the Weather Channel would show up. It was kind of like, all right, you know,
It's just
whatever.
hot down there though all the
But
time.
when Kentori shows up, you know you're kind of fucked. So I mean,
Yeah, if you-
Yeah, when they gotta
These days
bring in
out
the
of
big
Carolina.
guns.
If you're
Shout
driving
out to
driving in town,
Yeah,
and
dude.
Tory's sideways on a sign, then you know things are
yeah,
bad. You
it's
know,
bad.
Shout out
he
to
got hit by a
Neil Neal.
tree like yesterday in Florida, like a tree branch, not not like a tree, but like a tree branch. Somebody TikTok. Are you guys on the talk? Are you guys taking the talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
I did take the plunge. I took the Cute Mania Live, took the plunge to the talk, and I don't update it hardly ever. But
It's
I
a
get
great
on there.
platform, man. I didn't want to download
They're
it, but
hilarious. Whether they're
It's
true or
great
not, or
content.
Photoshop or whatever, they're hilarious.
It's a great marketing tool.
But yet,
Really is.
Yeah.
somebody, CBS News, I think, is what I just popped up, and it was Cantori was in the street, against the wind like this, and all of a sudden, just a tree branch just clotheslines him. And it's just, he was
Oh my
fine. He was
God.
fine. He was fine. He'll be back out there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Have y'all ever seen that old like Vine video of the weather lady that gets hit by the stop sign?
No,
Yes, I've seen that.
That
I've
You
seen
know,
sounds
where she's like, "Mother Nature," bow, and it, like smacks her in the face.
And also the one where there's somebody I don't know,
Funny.
it was not the Weather Channel, but somebody was
what was it?
basically standing in a pothole full of water, acting like, oh, it's flooding here, and then you see some guy like running behind him down the street, like, woo! And it's like, really, like,
I
like,
love
shit's
it.
already
People were
happening.
tubing in Florida. People are tubing down their driveways. That's
There were
that's
sharks on the highway, apparently. I don't know if that was just like fake or if that was real,
That's
but
Well, that it was. If it was on social media, it was definitely real.
It's totally
well,
Yeah.
like I saw that and it was like sharks on the highway in Florida, and I was like, dude, that's just a normal day in Florida.
right.
I think that I'm pretty sure, and this is. I mean, I'm not making fun of this comment, or it's not really a comment. It was on social media. That like a graveyard had like brought bodies up.
Yes, down south. That used to happen a
That's-
lot in Texas and New Orleans.
Oh
'cause
my
the-
God, that is so scary.
If only this would have occurred around Halloween, it would have been way more news. You know, what I mean?
Way more like, all right, who's
Yeah.
putting this on, man?
Both of those areas are about 25 feet below sea level, which
Where?
means
Tampa?
Louisiana, Houston.
Oh yeah, they're under the water already.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so when people are buried there, typically they are buried above ground in mausoleums.
Typically.
But it is not uncommon to go out on the beach or wherever afterwards, and there you go. There's coffins up there.
So it's not like bodies scattered everywhere. It's
If they open up,
they're
yeah,
in,
but
well, they open up
yeah,
like
yeah.
right.
But yeah, sad.
Dun,
That
dun,
is a
dun.
sad thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
it happens.
So they got to go back in there and like re-earth
Yep.
Re-earth them?
Above ground. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of the word unearthed, so this is not working.
Oh
out
yeah,
well.
the band.
Re-earth. I don't think it's a word.
Re-entomb. Yeah.
I'll look it up real quick.
There you go.
Well, you got the thing.
I got the thing.
Well, welcome to the crazy madness, guys. It's nice to have you on the show. It's
Oh, you're fine.
I don't know how I got a hold of you at all. I try to sit here and remember, but then that'd be like a talk amongst yourselves because I'm thinking of it. But I came across you on Instagram somehow, and the music's phenomenal. I love it, and I was like, I've got to get these dudes on. I've got to get I must. It wasn't that.
Bring them to me.
Yeah, bring them to me.
Bring them to me now. Yeah. You and them Dylan.
So I had Red Star on last 2 weeks ago, and I was like, because I was trying to find bands that kind of fit with the guest, for the intro and outro, and also if they don't get back to me, I tag them and I force them to come on the show by doing that. That's
you
my
have
trick.
to.
And it worked again.
It worked.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked for us, dude. And
Yeah.
we're very gullible, so like.
Well, we're very happy to have
you trapped us. We're here now.
But I do want to play one of your songs here real quick here in a second. But what are you guys doing now? Are you writing? What's going on in Heirloomville?
A lot.
Everything all at once.
Yeah, everything all at once. We're all really stressed out. I can't sleep. It's the fun kind of stress though. There's just a lot happening. Like we went in May to record 5 songs in Los Angeles, California, with Howard
Nice.
Benson. He's
Yes,
done
that's
like
nice.
My Chemical Romance and like 3 Days Grace and Daltrey and a bunch of stuff since like the 90s and 2000s. And
That's crazy.
him and the drummer of 3 Days Grace, Neil Sanderson, they started a record label over COVID called Judge and Jury Records. And we're like one of their first bands that they like signed like a distribution deal for.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. Like it's not like the old school record label thing where you get locked in for 10 years or you owe them all a bunch of shit. They were just like, hey, like do you want to do some songs and like we'll put them out? And we're like, yeah, cool. And then it helps everybody. So it's been really cool. We Are Not the Same is the first song that we released from recording with them. So, but then the other stuff, Accuser and Heart and Spine, I believe. Those were recorded by Chris Davis. He plays in the Ghost Inside in Texas in July. He's based up in Maryland, and we recorded those like a few years ago.
Now, did you have to submit these things to like Howard Benson and Chris? Did you have to do that, or did they find you? Yeah.
So how Chris originally found us was before COVID. Do you want to actually?
Yeah, we played a show with our friends in a band called Harm, and I guess their keyboard player Andrew Simmons, who works with us a lot now for writing new music, he knows Chris and a lot of those people. So we had played that show, and we had a Heart and Spine, which was the baby version of it.
Not even recorded yet.
Yeah, not even recorded, just like a demo version where we're just like,
yeah,
fuck it, let's throw it in the set and play a new song. And he took a video of us playing that and sent it to Chris at the end of the night, and he like showed us all of that, and we're all fans of TGI, so whenever he said that, I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. Like, that dude's like one of my favorite guitar players. So that was kind of a chance thing, because we might not have even played that show because the headliner dropped while we were halfway there.
On the way to the show, like an hour before we
Yeah.
got there, the promoter was like, hey guys, the headliner band dropped because they had like some trailer issues or something. They were in another state. So they're like, y'all can still play or we can cancel, whatever. And I was like, well, we're already like on the way, and we already like booked like a motel to stay at overnight and everything. So we're like, fuck it, we'll play the show. And then it was a fun show with just like a bunch of like local band friends and stuff of ours. And then so Andrew, he got a video, sent it to Chris, and then we eventually got linked up with him. Hey, come do a song. We did Heart and Spine, and then we went back and did the Furthest Corners EP, like right around when COVID was like crazy. So we had to be real, particular. Like every time we went inside the house, we had to like wear a mask and like make sure we were being really, really sanitary at the time. But then
his wife was pregnant.
Yeah, his wife was pregnant at the time. So then we sat on that for like a year, and then we released that last year, 2021. And then before we released that EP, before it was out, I was just up late one night and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna like look up a bunch of like big producers and just like find their website, like info at blah blah blah.com, find the contact form,
The general
and just
email,
like
yeah.
shoot your shot. Like, hey, my name's Nolan. I play in this band. Like, very professional email. Like, I went to community college. I didn't graduate, but we got pretty close. I got my English 111 out of the way.
You gotta
So-
shoot the resume. Shoot the
So
resume.
I sent it to like a bunch of just like this person's like, I think I sent it to like Max Martin. He like produced like Britney Spears or something. I was like,
You never
fucking dude, listen to
know.
my metalcore band, like whatever. And then Howard was on that list. It was like info at howardbenson.com. And then I sent it to him, and then we just kept like, their like management reached out, and then we just kept like talking from then, like, hey, do you want to get on a phone call? And like at first the answer was like, we probably won't work with you because like y'all are kind of small and like there's nothing really like in it for them. And I'm like, I totally understand, but like, thanks for replying. Like literally,
Exactly.
I was playing Rocket League up here at like 1 a.m. and then I get a reply that's like, reply demo submission, and I'm like, no way, dude.
Pause. I got answers. Pause.
Yeah, dude. I lost the match. I didn't care. I was in another
Who
world. So.
cares? Who
Yeah,
cares?
that's a victory.
So
right
the
there.
theme from the existence and progress of Heirloom is just like, shoot your shot, man. Like, you never know who's gonna actually reply. We were played on T-Pain's
Oh, yeah.
Twitch stream. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because
You-
I was
yeah.
I was on his stream and he had like a music submission on a Discord, and I got our song in early enough, and he played Accuser.
Yeah, and like a bunch of people were submitting like like SoundCloud like rap stuff, and because I mean it's T-Pain, like
T-Pain.
But yeah, and like he was like
And then
complaining about how it all
he was like,
sounded the
this
same.
all sounds the same, man. I'm sick of it.
And then the one
Yeah,
metal
that's
track
amazing.
comes up.
And then him and like
Loved it.
everybody in his streaming crew were all just like, yo, this
Getting
is
it.
sick.
They
Like
loved it.
we thought he was gonna turn it off, like
Yep.
like it's screaming music and
But he
stuff.
was
But they were
down
all
with it.
like,
That's
Loved it,
awesome.
yeah, it's on YouTube. If you ever get bored, just look up T-Pain
Oh,
reacts.
n-
to
I,
Heirloom
ne- I,
Accuser.
ne- I
That's
usually don't, but
fantastic.
yeah, I will look it up because I have
It's-
to now.
It's
That's
funny.
a
If I'm
good-
ever feeling bad about myself, if I have a really bad day at work or anything, I'm just like, dude, I just
Oh,
gotta
hell
watch this
yeah.
video.
Now, is there a chance that you might collab with T-Pain at some point?
I
Fucking
tried.
wish.
I tried. After that shit came out,
I mean,
I DM'd like him, his management, his record label, all from the
you have to. Yeah.
band account,
Mhm.
and was just like, hey, like, thanks for playing us on your stream. If you want to hear more, here's our spot. Like, I just sent them all. I mean, nothing. Didn't even open it.
Aw.
Like,
I
it
can
went.
imagine their DMs.
It went to like message requests, along with
Yeah.
like, I'm the next T-Pain, sign me. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Oh
yeah.
man. But hey,
but yeah,
you don't know until you reach out.
You gotta try it.
exactly. Yeah, no.
There's a lot of bigger bands that I'd love to have on the show, and I haven't done that. I'm gonna take what you guys just said, and I'm gonna do that.
Dude, tag them like you did
What-
us,
yeah.
and then just
Well,
be like,
did-
hey,
I don't.
get in
There's
the
a
show.
band. There's a band in England. They're from somewhere in England, but they're massive in Europe, and they're massive. They tour all over the world. They're called Go-Go Penguin, and it's different from what I usually listen to. It's
That's a
it's
cool name.
jazzy
Never heard
kind
of
of. There's no lyrics or anything. It's just jazzy instrumental stuff, and it's
Okay.
badass. There's only 3 of them, and I played one of their songs at the beginning of the Kevin Whitaker show, and just because I just wanted to hear something, I was having I sunk a boat. Okay, this is a whole nother story for another time. I didn't sink it, but I was there when anyway.
It happened.
So I needed to hear something kind of uplifting for that episode, and it worked with that show. So they saw my story on Instagram. Somebody did in Go-Go Penguin because hey, you can see who
Yeah,
your-
whoever's running the account.
so I got a hold of this lady I go through sometimes for she'll send me bands. She's a publicist for these bands. Anyway, and I was kind of asking her. I was like, well, who would I get a hold of? Because do I get a hold of booking? No. How about the manager? She goes, well, most likely the manager because they're going to be with them
Yeah.
and know what they're doing at all times. I just haven't done it yet. I'm just that was like 3 months ago.
Do it, man. You never know.
I am thanks to Heirloom.
Dude,
Yep, you just gotta do it.
motivational. Yeah.
Worst cases, they say no.
Yeah, dude. Or worst case they say no or they don't reply,
true,
or
yeah.
they reply like a year later. Because like the same thing happened with me whenever I was unemployed and like I was applying to jobs, and like a year after I already got like a different job, I got a thing from Jiffy Lube and it was like, sorry man, it didn't work out. And I was like,
We
oh,
found
that
somebody
sucks. And
better.
I
Yeah.
replied to it, I will
Jiffy
never
Lube.
financially recover from this. And they were like, well, we have an opening at this location.
Oh goodness.
We have
Well,
fun.
hey, let's take a listen to Accuser, and then we'll go to the wiener segment because it's becoming very popular on the show without Mike.
Okay.
And Mike, I tried to get him to do it again, but he went to the show. He went to a festival to wear a poncho and be miserable. So whatever.
That sucks. All right,
But
everybody.
tell us a little bit about Accuser. We know a little bit about it already, but what's the lyrics about? What's the song generally about?
So I'll just kind of give you how that song even existed in the first place. So that is one of our oldest songs that we ever wrote. And before it even came out, so the single came out April of 2021, but that song has existed since 2018. And we wrote it before we went to Chris to record the Furthest Corners EP. We wrote it and it was just an old like shelved demo. We were just like, this song is kind of whatever. It doesn't like it, because we just had the basic kind of structure to it. It was more of like almost wrote it as a joke in the first place. Like, oh, because a lot of our other songs at the time were more technical and that one was more kind of like hit you in the face kind of thing. So
I like it.
yeah, so it was shelved for a while, and then whenever we recorded the EP with Chris, we cut a song that was going to get used. So then he was like, well, do you have anything else? And I was like, oh, we got Accuser.
Yeah, we had like a whole
Yeah.
demo folder.
And we were just
"Here's
like-
some stuff.
All four of us fucking jaded asses are like, yeah, I mean, it's all right. And then he put it on. And he was like, oh, we have to use
Yeah,
this.
second the chorus.
Yeah, as
he
soon
was
as
like,
the chorus
"This is
hit,
the
he was
one."
like, yes. It was so good. And we have a clip of him somewhere like lip syncing it, like in the microphone. It's
yeah.
really funny.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
so yeah, the lyrics are just like, people, there's a theme. It's like a theme throughout a lot of, religious and mythological tales, but there's a Bible verse, and I'm a fake Christian for not being able to remember it. But like, don't like, it's like, what is it? Like, don't take the log out of your eye before you look at the speck in my eye kind of thing. Like basically like worry about yourself before you try to like, tell me what my sins are, what I'm doing wrong, whatever theme you want to, it's not like anything direct like that, but this is an overall theme of just like, don't be a hater. Don't be a stupid bitch. Not like,
Yeah, I mean, layman's terms, don't be a stupid bitch.
don't be a stupid bitch. Yeah.
Let's take a listen to The Accuser. You ready?
Yes, let's do
You
it.
fired up?
I'm fucking fired up.
You're gonna have to say the F word, but okay.
Not everything's so personal. Twisting words to put into my mouth to fuel your ever-growing ego. Maybe if you actually listen to me, these problems wouldn't be as they are. They wouldn't be. They wouldn't be as they are. Past judgments so easily freely. Why is this so hard for you to say your faults? Accuser, trust accuser. Past judgments so easily freely. Why is it so hard for you to say your faults? Does it help you sleep at night? To reach for the speck in my eye while you go lost in your own. Your own truth is a hard pill to swallow. Bitter pill left your soul so hollow. Blindly, your cult still follows. They'll follow you to the grave. They're all so young, seniority rules. Of course they worship you, got them all fools. Past judgment so easily freely. Why is this so hard for you to say your faults? Accuser, trust accuser. Past judgment so easily freely. Why is it so hard for you to say your faults? Does it help you sleep at night? To reach for the speck in my eye while you go lost in your own. Does it help you sleep at night? Accuser, trust abuser, past judgments away so late, freely. Why is it so hard for you to see your faults? Does it help you sleep at night? To reach for the speck in my eye, while you got lost in your own.
Yes. I almost knocked over everything at the beginning of that. I get excited when I hear just.
Oh, it
you
just
know,
smacks.
I
Yeah.
just want to
Want to
I
break
just want to
shit?
break
yeah.
It's
everything.
definitely
Yeah,
a fan favorite
we-
for live shows.
We muted ourselves, but we were saying we're like, man, I forget how hard the song hits sometimes because we're
Oh,
always
yeah.
playing it. We never get to vibe out to it.
Fantastic. So, what do you guys do in your day to day when you're not being
Thought
rock
we were doing the
stars?
wiener segment.
Work.
Oh, I
Oh
like
yeah,
asking
yeah. We'll do, we'll do your
Work,
job.
work for the man,
Work.
man.
Talk too
Working
much.
day
I
job.
don't
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you talk.
So both of y'all have a background of working in kitchens,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Kevin and I have a background of like retail. But currently, Nikki and I both work. I still don't know how to like condense it.
It's an Etsy shop, and we essentially just ship out customized items like glassware or cutting boards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
laser
Nice.
engraved
Yeah.
stuff. People can like customize online.
So it's like a really small warehouse, and we all just like hang out and like ship out orders.
yeah.
Nice,
Awesome.
Nice.
That's
And then you work
Yeah.
as a line cook.
Yeah, I'm a line cook in a tavern pub American style kind of restaurant.
cool.
Okay.
Do you like cooking? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I did
Um,
that for years.
Oh, nice.
I prefer
I'm
cooking
terrible
at
at it.
home just because it's easier to be creative cooking at home than it is
Yeah.
to do it
And you're
as a
not on
job.
the time.
It's the same
You're not
thing all
on the
the time.
time limit. Like you don't have to just put it out there. Real quick.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a really good job to help you learn stress management, I would
Yes.
say.
Yes.
Oh, it's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Billion
God,
things
yes,
going on at
yes.
once. And then Kevin works retail. I don't want to.
Yeah, I work for Walgreens right
Oh, okay.
now. It's
Woohoo!
it's a job, you know. It gets
I get
it
Walgreens
pays,
rewards.
but
Yeah.
it pays. They're good about my schedule and me being gone all the time.
That's
So
the big
He's
thing.
like the head honcho there too. So like
Basically,
they
yeah.
can't
You're like
fire him.
you're the super.
Yeah.
mhm.
Nice.
Very cool.
I think it's very every time you say y'all, I look at Tracy because I mean we say that here
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
I really
sometimes.
say it.
I
I mean,
forget that I
West
say it
Virginia's
so
known
much
for-
too.
West
Like
Virginia's
sometimes
known
my
for-
southern accent comes out really hard.
Well, I mean, like we have it. We have Davison brothers. They definitely have it. I don't know where they even got it because Rob grew up in the same area and he doesn't talk like that.
I don't know.
Anyway,
think
Davison
spot
brothers
on.
is a huge. They're huge now, but they're local boys and they played at the Grand Ole Opry and they but they talk like they're definitely like country music stars talk. And my buddy that we hang out all the time, and he grew up with them, all of them. And he doesn't talk like that at all. So he's like, I don't know why.
They're just faking it the whole time.
Yeah, it's all a bit.
Yeah, it's just
part
part
of
of the
the
persona.
It would have to be, yeah. But I mean, Donnie's, as much as I've known him, he's always talked like that. But I think that's so what would happen if they just one day just been like, you know what, the country, kind of like the opposite of Aaron Lewis from Stained.
Ah, yes.
So like, if they would decide, we want to do metal now,
Yeah.
the whole band, and then just quit talking like that, it would be like a sacrilege almost. It's like, what happened here?
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I wanna see that.
Who are these people? Who are these strange people? don't
Yeah, I
know.
always love hearing the difference between people's like singing voice and their talking voice if they have a heavy
Yeah, I
accent,
know.
especially if it's southern. Because like
Yeah.
two good examples, the band Emery, they're from South Carolina, and then there was a band from North Carolina called A Kiss for Jersey. Yeah,
Ah, dude.
and they're all like, you hear the guy sing, and he's got like freaking pipes, like and then you hear him talk, he's like, "Hey man, we're from Pilot Mountain, North Carolina." It's just like so like you guys are rednecks, but you sound so pretty.
I always thought the same thing about Ozzy. Like you can understand
Ozzy.
him for the most
Oh,
part.
I
when he
love
sings,
him.
but when
Not
the man
anymore.
sings,
Not for the most part anymore. For the most part, you can't understand him.
You
anymore.
can't. Yeah, he's in his
what the
own
fuck
world.
are you saying?
I mean, yeah, you can't. There's
He
nothing.
did the
about him you
halftime
understand.
show
No.
at like a Rams game recently, and you could tell that he has no clue what's going on, but he's like, I've sung Paranoid like a billion times, so I'm gonna just do it.
He's like, I can do whatever I want. It
Yeah,
doesn't
he-
matter
he-
where I go.
Still
I
the
don't even
king,
remember him.
or Prince of Darkness or whatever.
Ozzy can shit his pants anywhere he wants.
Anywhere he
Yeah,
And
wants.
be cleaned up by whoever.
Oh, I'm
just
sorry,
because
I
of
shit
who
my
you-
pants.
Yeah. I showed my parents, you know, and it's fine.
We saw
Everybody's
him
like,
and
oh, yeah.
We saw him and his son a couple of years ago in New Orleans. They were
Oh, what's it's not Prince Harry. What's his name?
no, what is his son's name? Crap, why can't I remember that? But no,
I don't. Well,
they,
yeah. Who would
They
remember
were
it?
filming their they have like a Ghost Adventures type of show, and they were filming it at the Lalaurie Mansion
Oh,
in New Orleans.
I
and
know what you're talking.
They were outside there just hanging out, and it was like,
Well,
damn,
his son
alright.
does that. His son, what is his name? Is it Chet? No, it's
No.
not Chet. It's something weird.
Oh,
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But Ozzy's son, yeah, he's doing that ghost show.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw something like that. but I mean, at that point, it's just comical. Like, I mean, what do you guys think about like ghosts and paranormal stuff? Like, are you into that kind of thing?
I'm not into it, but like I don't not believe in it. Like I definitely think it's real. I just choose not to fuck with it because our house, we've definitely He's like, no. Yeah, the one house up the road. We've had some shit in our house that it's like,
by.
nah.
Yeah, we're like, I've definitely heard footsteps in our attic, and yeah, I'm like,
But it could have been a
okay.
squirrel.
Or like we have a
Could've been
motion
squirrel.
activated trash can in one part of our house, and it'll get like, womp,
Is it-
and we're like, nothing.
Is it a smart
over
trash
there.
can?
Yeah, yeah.
it-
The
I
ones
unplugged
like-
it? No.
Is it attached to the smart circuitry? Like, you know how people have the smart house or whatever?
no, we don't have a.
We don't have a
Yeah,
smart house.
battery.
No, we have a dumb
The
house.
motion comes through and
Yeah,
just opens
my house is
up.
retarded.
We have a medium house.
See
It's
average.
like yeah,
see
it's
average.
it's passing, but he's not like on the honor roll. So maybe his parents are not like they still have the honor roll sticker from
Special.
last year, and they're like, dude, like
Special.
you gotta live up to it. So
Special means special. It could be anything. And it's so broad, so you just call it special.
yes, yeah.
What
That
about
could be good, could be
Yeah,
bad.
our house is like a sitcom though. Like there's just weird shit. Like people just
You all
walk
live
in and be like,
together? Are you
oh,
all
it's this
together?
character. Like he hasn't been here since like season 2. So
Yeah,
You
you
guys
can
live
like
together?
almost hear the laugh track.
you can there's sometimes you can hear like the delay, and then like Nikki's dad will just like, what? And we're like, what? Are you on cue? Like this is like an episode of Seinfeld or something, dude.
Do you guys live all in the same house?
So Nikki and I both live here, and this is just where we practice.
Mhm.
It's just like an extra room in this house, and then y'all boys,
Yeah. We live in the next town's over.
yeah.
Nice.
But we all live within like 20 minutes of each other, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, Red Star, where I played your song, they all live in different parts of the country. I can't.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't fathom.
Yeah. Whenever we
I just
first
can't.
started, I lived in a different part of the state. I lived about 2 hours away, and I would commute twice a week, every week to practice.
Wow.
And then eventually I was like, I gotta move. This is not, because where I was living to was just not it. And yeah, it was not fun. But here we are now.
I've been through Raleigh once recently.
Oh.
My cousin got married in She lives in Wilmington.
Okay.
Wilmington's very, very nice. What I did see of it, that weekend, it was very, very chilly. So
Yeah, Wilmington is
the
great.
outside reception wasn't very receptive, but we had those heaters, but everybody was standing around the heaters. You had like it was like getting up to the front of the
Oh
crowd
yeah, you gotta
to
fight
see a
in.
concert, for the heater. But Wilmington's very nice. But on my way back up to West Virginia, because I came from Hilton Head, north to Wilmington, and then went through Raleigh on my way back. I didn't see anything of Raleigh other than what I saw from the interstate.
Well, I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
much.
do try to stop but I didn't know where to. I did stop at a Sheetz to get gas.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Now, okay, we have Sheetz everywhere up here, because they're from Pennsylvania. There's a crap ton of them up there, but there's one right up the road from here. It was the dirtiest freaking Sheetz I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, it's so gross.
And it was nothing. It's not your fault, but
Oh, I didn't clean the
I
bathrooms.
I do the I did I do the Google Maps like reviews and shit. and
Oh
I
yeah.
do that. I do it all. I mean, because I look at reviews when I look up different things. So
Google reviews are pretty reliable too, as well.
yeah, and I don't hold back either. Like it was like, okay, it was the middle of the summer, so I needed to clean my windshield. There's sometimes you just build up enough junk on your windshield,
Yep.
bugs and
Dead
everything.
bugs and just bird
You
poop
must
or whatever.
you must scrub it at the gas station. You cannot windshield wiper stuff won't. I don't care if you get the premium bug remover. No,
No,
it's not
there's
gonna do it.
carcasses
Your
everywhere.
windshield wipers don't
Yep.
do anything. So I had to scrub some premium bugs, and I'm gotta wait for the gas tank to fill up. So I go dry with garbage in it. With garbage, and I'm not talking the blue towels that they have with
Yeah,
right above
yeah.
the windshield wiper stuff. not only was it dry, but it was just the blue paper towels in that one. Then I went to the other side, to the other pump. Even while somebody was pumping, I don't care. They weren't using it, so pull it out, full of trash. No blue paper towels,
God.
dry, and so I wasn't about
Just wasn't
I wasn't
happening.
about to hunt for a wand with a wet wand. That's weird. That's weird.
So what about the wiener?
That's a good name for a band. Wet wand. The wet wands.
It's a really bad punk band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're really good. I mean,
they might be really. They're like, oh, you've never heard their EP, man? No, it's the
they're
better.
really
stuff.
trashy.
No, the one from 2004.
Yeah, that was
one's-
good. Yeah. It's not the right version on Spotify. You got to hear the live version.
Yeah.
yeah. The
Maybe the one
instrumental's
that we
better.
released in
I like the
Bandcamp.
instrumental.
Yeah.
way
It's like still
Yeah,
like
it's
only
the-
on. Yeah.
But I mean, the inside wasn't too bad, but it was the behind the line there where they make the food was just lettuce mainly everywhere. I know not that many people are getting lettuce on everything.
No, they just
There's not
spilled
that
it.
much
We're
lettuce
like,
being
whatever.
used on every order. So I mean, so I'm sure a lot of it was from like the night before. But I put a review in there, and actually somebody from Sheets, either the bot or the brother,
The bot.
because they are brothers, that own that. Somebody wrote back and said some bullshit about well, we'll look into it. No, you won't. You have like 300 sheets,
You don't.
Yeah, they're just going through the mark, like, oh,
But
okay.
it is good. But it is
your
good to find the
satisfaction.
sheets that because they weren't always that far south, and the further south I've been, down towards Hilton Head. I mean, they're not down there yet, but they keep getting. I think there's one in Rock Hill now, just right over the border from North Carolina, which is nice. I mean, I would rather stop at a more familiar convenience store than like
Yeah, a loyal customer. You got your Sheets card. You got to scan
Yeah.
it and get your
I can
points.
save at the pump.
Your free mozzarella sticks or whatever.
You can.
That's
yeah,
what I like.
Free,
That's a good day.
free
yeah.
apple.
Yeah.
Free apple slices. I can get free apple
Yeah, I don't
slices
want
too.
that. No.
The grapes and cheese, man.
Grapes and cheese.
Grapes and cheese. It's like, and then if you get a box of wine, then you're set.
Yeah, dude, you're good. They have
Box.
everything.
You got to get the box of wine because that's the good stuff. I used to drink boxes,
space bag.
boxes and boxes and boxes.
They
of
have
wine.
bootleggers there too. This
Oh,
man gets
no.
all sugared up. I love them.
Oh no.
They're really cheap too. And I had a couple
Mm.
sips and like, oh, this is just like a Jolly Rancher melted.
They get you drunk.
But they do get
They
you
do
drunk.
the job.
Hold your
Yeah.
nose and just drink a crap load of it. Yeah.
It's like a nicer version of Mad Dog. Oh.
Oh,
Basically, it's-
Mad
I
Dog
think
was
it's the
very
same
tasty
thing.
if you
Oh.
could get it down.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and play another song, and then we'll do the wiener segment. I won't let you interrupt me again. What's Natasha saying?
She is
There's a girl in the
acting.
chat room that I dated in 3rd grade.
Oh, nice.
Natasha. Hi, Natasha.
Natasha's in
Hi.
Texas right
Hi,
now.
Natasha.
That's where she lives.
That's dumb. All right.
Natasha, don't listen to him. He
Don't
has
listen-
not changed much. I promise you that.
Who?
And you.
Oh. What'd she say? Do you have
Do you do these podcasts together all the time?
together? Oh.
No.
No,
this
no,
is
they're all
his.
separate on the. Oh, you mean like me and you?
Yeah.
I thought she meant like do I do all the podcasts
This
at the
is
same
his
time?
venture,
they're
and
all
I
separate.
just kind of subject myself
Good,
to it
that'd be
occasionally.
Difficult.
It's a world.
It is a lot of fun, though. Yeah.
Heck of a good time.
Yeah.
So
up next, are we
Heart and
doing
Spine.
Heart and Spine?
that's
Okay.
is this a body reference?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
This is I don't know, like with this one, I feel like if you just listen to it, you're like, all right, I get it. I get what's going on. Like there's not a lot of backstory. It's very cathartic for if you've ever been like betrayed by somebody. It's that kind of thing.
Ever, not ever.
Yeah, ever. No. Well, I mean, stay on the, don't get on the crooked path because shit'll happen. You'll break your heart and your spine. You'll go to the doctor. You don't even know which kind of doctor you have
I
to
can
go
understand
to.
breaking my heart,
It
but,
won't
like,
work.
How does the spine tie? Like if that's the direction you're going with the song, how did everybody gets their heart broken or you break someone's heart, but how does
Right.
the spine get involved with this?
So whenever we were demoing it and just playing it in here, I said that line. I just said, break my fucking heart, I break my fucking spine. And then I was like, what does that mean? And then Kevin was like, let's name the song Heart and Spine. And I was like, that's sick. And then it's not like I got broken up with, you suck. Like it's not really that. It
Well, yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And if anybody out there that listens to it wants to use it as a cool breakup song, Taylor Swift, go right ahead.
If you were the Wet Wands, you could have done that.
Exactly. Yeah. We can't, we're not that far yet in our career, our punk career. But yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward. It's just, don't betray people,
Damn it!
There you go.
Don't-
Damn it. Don't be
I
a
told
stupid
you,
bitch.
Tracy,
Yeah.
I told you we were gonna come across this one point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Heirloom with Heart and Spine.
All
Check it
right,
out. It's
enjoy.
badass. Badass.
Build your fucking walls. Won't pay the one to save you. I am not God. We are not divine. Now you're just another parasite. Can't trust you any longer. Can't seem to wrap my head around this house. And every waking moment is spent missing the ideal of you. Brought here alone by your selfish ways. I couldn't help but blame myself for your mistaken, misguided thoughts. But were they ever mistakes at all? Were they ever mistakes at all? A drain to my soul and mind. Don't leave me rotting on the vine. Breaking my heart and my fucking spine. Is it just for the pity? Get clean from the come down now. Nothing here will ever make me love me like you love to use me. So let's bury this like all the rest. Yeah, let's erase. Because I know you'll just bring it back to me. Now I speak a language you can't read. To avoid the mask of your reality. Because you only seem to say what you built is a throne of hyperbole. Is it just for the pity? Get clean from the come down now. Nothing here will ever make me love me like you love to use me. So tell me what they think of all these wretched insecurities. And I'll show you how it is. Leaning on a fair weather break my fucking heart and break my fucking spine. You are not God, you are not divine. You're nothing but a fucking parasite. False up, false idol, false testimony. Count back down your cowards dead. I swear I'll be fine. I've only lost
Okay, this is what this is what I was telling Tracy during that song. The song's phenomenal, but when you were talking about the singer of the band that you know they just sang beautifully, he was really and then you went and talked to him and he was like all twangy. We were talking about the accents. It's kind of with you. It's kind of the same thing because you're
Yeah.
a really nice guy and you
Dude,
never
I
heard
wear
of
I
live,
have
and
a
all of a sudden,
confession to make. Man. I
rah,
wear
it's like,
glasses.
what the hell
See?
happened? What's making you
It's
so
my
mad?
normal look.
That Clark Kent.
Yeah, dude, that's my disguise from the metalcore world, so they can't see me in public. They're like, "What is this English teacher doing at the show?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. We're learning about Edgar Allan Poe," and everyone's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
sign
bro."
that shit. Hey, I want to do a couple just I guess housekeeping things, clean up things, show things. I got these stickers. I always have stickers on the show. I always get different designs made, but I've been sticking with the same logo, which is on the wall up there. Same company makes. I'm not going to name the company because they don't sponsor me. So I'm not gonna. Why would I promote them?
No free press.
Yeah.
But they're awesome. I've gone through them for stickers in the past, with before I even did the show. But I have several of these. I will send them to you guys also.
Right on. No, we'll definitely send you. Just do we have stickers? I think we have.
we still have
Yeah,
it.
We have stuff.
If
Yeah.
you got a
Yeah,
real
we
big
definitely
one,
can
then you'll
send
be
you
one of the
guys
biggest
stickers.
ones back there. So I mean,
We can send you like just like a giant sticker that's like not even like a flag, just a giant
Send
sticker.
them the
It's
old
really
banner.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
the
wall
old
decal,
old
wall
banner.
decal to
It's
slap
good.
on the wall.
Send them just care package of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
It's not even band related. It's like
I
medical,
didn't-
like a first aid
My,
kit.
my last order.
It's like
my
a
last
used
order,
band-aid and like a
yeah,
napkin.
like ew,
Yeah.
this is gross. Why
But
do you
there's
guys
also
have
an
that?
heirloom.
There's an heirloom sticker at the bottom, bro, and you're like,
No,
God,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
good
yeah.
enough
That's
for
so-
only
But it's already
fans, we're
used.
good.
Well, yeah. No,
oh, it's on the God damn it. It said you were
I-
gonna send me a
I did
sticker,
do
it didn't say
coasters.
how.
I did coasters for a little bit, and they're kind of, believe it or not, they're kind of pricey. But I think I'm going to order some more. So I'll send you guys some coasters. I think I'll just because before I was just kind of handing them out to everybody. I can't do that if
He
I'm
made
if
me
I'm not.
take
Yeah,
20
pee
and put it in
only,
my
man.
car.
She took the most, but
He made me.
it was a forced
It was. It really
forced
was.
giving.
But a lot of like cups that are, got condensation. You gotta.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
mean,
put
you
'em-
you would think that yeah. But so I will send you guys what I have left, and I'm order some more. I'm gonna
I
order some
appreciate
more.
it because I got a lot
Yeah,
of
you get
rings
that.
on this table for my Starbucks cups, so I I could
This
use
will
the
get
Coke.
rid of the rings.
He also has t-shirts.
I also have T-shirts.
Oh,
These-
nice.
These are also made by the same company, believe it or not, and
won't say who they
and
are.
it's the same logo, and those are $20. I can't go any lower because I pay 19.
I should have got one for free.
So I'm making a hefty dollar on
I
this.
got one for free. Just saying.
Right on.
If everybody should get one for free, you would think.
You know what? I drink enough for your liquor.
If I
so
had
it's
$1 million
okay. Yeah, we're good.
If I had $1 million, what who, was that? Bare Naked Ladies that did that song? Naked.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
think that's them. Off stage.
Anyway, I have merch, but I don't have a freaking merch site because all I have is shirts. So
Well, you got to work on that.
if you want a shirt, get a shirt. Yeah. all sizes and not collars because it's only black.
You
Black.
say you don't have an online store?
I don't. I started several and just never. I keep forgetting my password to each of them,
Oh, I got you.
and I don't have that kind of time. I got a podcast to run. I don't have time to.
Have you ever used the site Big Cartel?
I have. Yeah, I got it. That was the latest one that I set up, and I.
Okay,
and
because
I
that's what
did-
we use, and it works pretty. They're usually pretty good. They have a good app. Their app is awesome, actually.
I'm very impatient with everything. Like I have a brand new mixer that I
is.
got for my birthday. It's right here unhooked, that I could be using right now. I just.
Just gotta
instructions-
get to it at some
Instructions
point.
and
Yeah.
manuals and
processes
processes and wires, and I just don't have that kind of time. I have 2 albums. No, I'm just kidding. I do have to. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a
Anyway.
wire guy either.
I will get your all's contact information, and send you
We need to
a.
get a PO box eventually.
That's next.
Yeah,
on the
you
list.
might.
That is
yeah.
next on the list.
Yeah,
Need to get a Dropbox. Is that
we
kinda
keep
like-
giving our address out to strangers, and nobody's shown up yet.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm strange, but I'm not a stranger.
There's too many.
Not you. I mean, you can show up, and we have beer, whatever you want. I mean, we're hanging out. But
Yeah,
like,
but like the return
we don't-
address is
yeah,
like, you
there-
know,
yeah, the return address. We're like, we should probably fix that.
It's not Wet Wands Drive or anything like that, right?
No. It's
the
like-
worst thing ever.
Yeah, order a shirt. and
I'm
see.
not gonna let that go. I will
it's
not let that
this
go.
address.
Wet Wands.
Wet wands.
I have to use that for something. I don't know. And then I don't know what the next show is because Fellowship won't get back to me in a timely manner. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Or 7. Anyway, no, and I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But we do have an idea what we want to do. We're there's. You're a better explainer than me. Explain the Flaw Show and Sean's involvement with that and me emceeing
Oh, you mean the
the
special
Flaw
episode?
Show, not the no, just the Flaw Show in itself.
Okay, so where we live at in little area, Clarksburg, West Virginia, Harrison County.
It's
very-
okay. Hold on a second. I'm sorry.
Explain, but shut up. Okay.
Yeah, no. Just pause. West Virginia is we call it the fuck you state because it's shaped like this.
It is. It is.
You know?
Oh, it is.
It is.
So we're here,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Part-
like the
part of that whole,
Michigan
like-
thing.
Yeah.
Part of that whole like fuck you thing
but
is
better. Yeah.
basically any event or festival that we have around here is religious music, children's events, or country.
Yeah.
So we have a friend
Holy
who
Trinity.
has a nonprofit, and he's doing a benefit fundraiser at a local theater here.
That's restored and very very.
It's beautiful.
good.
It's a 1930s theater. It's been fully restored. It's awesome. The problem is there's no diversity here as far as music. If these were private, like we have a separate outdoor amphitheater here too. If both of that play the exact same things. So if these entities
We're in a trap.
if they were privately owned, yep, pick and choose what you want to put on, whatever, that's fine. Problem is, these are both owned by the city and the county, so they are
Oh, so they
taxpayer
just
funded.
yeah.
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 So we've had a litany of country music.
Litany.
Yes.
Got it.
I use big words sometimes.
Okay.
Anyway, one of the country shows that we had a couple of years ago, they open the gates to the park. It's at the
Oh,
Veterans Park
stabbing.
at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So people start tailgating all day long.
All day long.
About 4 p.m., they find out that whoever the artist was canceling for whatever
Vocal
reason.
fatigue.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Vocal
So
fatigue was the reason.
everybody just starts. They're still partying, and there ends up being a stabbing there. No problem though. They bring back country act time after time after time. We're trying to put on
A stabbing at a country
yeah.
show.
How do you
Um,
all right.
Stabbing.
for a benefit concert though in
You have
November.
Netflix permit.
I dug
We,
my key.
We contacted one of the venues in town,
Which one?
the Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah, to have I don't know if you're familiar with Flaw, the band Flaw.
I don't
but-
think so.
Okay,
They were popular maybe they were real popular like late 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
but they still toured like with Head PE and
Yeah, they're
Crazy
awesome.
Town.
Oh, okay. I know Head PE.
They actually agreed to come play this benefit, which is awesome.
That's
Big-
awesome.
Big name for around here.
Our
yeah.
our town has not seen rock.
Well, the
or
first
anything.
Oh, they're not ready for that.
Well, the first
No.
guest when they renovated the theater recently, the first guest was Jay Leno, and
Leno.
that was huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But-
So
That's
something
yeah, that
that-
is huge. That's
They
huge
have
for
such
anywhere.
a
Wow.
stigma against rock music and metal and what have you. One of the directors of this theater where Flaw is going to be playing on November 12th actually kind of had the audacity to say they were concerned about the caliber of people that this event would bring in. And it's like,
Mm.
shall we remind you again about the stabbing at the redneck show?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we kind of decided we're going to take this into our own hands. We're going to rent these places out. We're going to have the Flaw show is kind of kicking it off in November.
Yeah,
and
we
then
need to sell. No, don't. No, we're not mentioning the other one yet.
we're not mentioning the other one yet. But
The other one will be announced at that fall show. Mhm.
very soon. But it's going to be awesome. And
The other one's gonna be huge. I'm gonna send you guys some info about it too, and have you come up for that
And-
if you can.
with permits and everything that we're setting up, they can't tell us no. So that's kind of a
Right
big-
on.
Yeah.
You're like it's like Footloose,
Jesus,
but like
wait.
way cooler, you know?
Yes, I like that reference.
We're gonna.
You
Stick
should
to
just
the
go for like don't even skip, like don't even transition into like just go straight and book like Spite or like
Yeah.
Traders or the Acacia Strain or somebody.
Well, we the band's opening for Flaw, Scare Tape. It's everything you would think of a band called Scare Tape would sound like. The guitar player just broke his ankle by stage diving. Not
Oh,
even,
wow.
and they were just done with their set. It was just the next band that was on. He just likes to stage dive, but he'll hopefully be fine by November. But they're very heavy. They bring a very they're from Clarksburg. They're from here, and just some young guys that just love their music, and they're getting a lot of attention. They're playing everywhere. They're opening for really good bands. And I was like, well, that's our opener. That's our opener right there because they're hometown boys and perfect. But they're following. They tear it up. But see, this is a theater. There's not going to be any space to do that tearing up
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
You don't have to sit, but you can't like.
There's no mosh
Run.
pits or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's really not enough room.
So
for that.
so Sean's the guy putting this on, for his nonprofit, but he said, okay, what about another band? So I grabbed Follow Babylon from Pittsburgh, and they're following every single show, every show they do. I've seen them like 3 times, but every show they do the Wall of Death. Now it's
Oh,
not like
yeah.
the Wall of Death that you see like at a big concert, but it's still a bunch of kids doing the Wall of Death. And they're not gonna be able to do the Wall of Death here, but I mean maybe.
You could
Somehow.
try. That would
They could do
not
the wave. They could definitely do the wave.
Yeah.
They could do the wave for sure.
Yeah.
That would be
Wall
awesome.
of Death wave. There's some way to like I don't know. There's some way.
I mean, they're very
Yeah,
creative.
yeah.
And Fall of Babylon's doing excellent. They just put their new single out called something, and Reduced Ash, and their album's not even out yet because they're in a contract with their label. So, they already have a label and they don't have anything out. It's crazy, but they're really good guys. And so I was like, well, so we got Scare Tape opening the entire night, and then we have Fall of Babylon, and then we have Flaw, and it's gonna be badass. So, you know, we're kind of running into some hiccups here and there. And so next week, I think what we're going to need to do is me, Tracy, and Sean are just going to do a show. And we're going to try to get the lead singer of Flaw, Chris Bolts, to come on with us and kind of discuss the same things that we are. You know, I don't want to get too deep into it. We'll do it next week. So at some point next week. So that's the next thing I have planned on the thing. And then I'm going to head up to Erie, PA, and see Higher Vibrations new release CD release party.
Nice.
There.
Nice.
Album release.
Very solid.
Up in Erie, and then I'm going to Harmon's the following weekend up in State College to meet him for the first time and do some recording because we got a collab going on. So
There you go.
that's what I have going on. Anyway, enough about me and you and me and Fall. Heirloom is here.
Heirloom.
Well, that's cool that y'all are like bringing a culture shock to that area, though. That'll be
Somebody's
fun.
got to do it,
Somebody's
and
gotta
we
do
are
it.
doing. And damn it, I can't tell you when it's going to be, but the one that we're announcing in May, I'll tell you after the stream here.
I'm just sick
Okay.
of tax dollars being
But,
used for something.
that's
that
really-
Exactly,
I
yeah.
don't want to see. So
That
fuck 'em.
that event's going to punch them right in the freaking face, you know, in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go ahead and play since we're kind of running low on time. My favorite song out of these three is We're Not the
We
Same.
are not the same.
Yep,
Tell us
that is
about
our
this.
most recent one. It came out actually a week ago today. And that's the first one from Judge and Jury that we put out and everything. And it's the most singing I've ever done. I really stepped out of my comfort zone on a lot of these new songs that aren't out yet too. But yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory as well. It's pretty much just like moving past like a lot of mistakes you made in the past. And I'm not going to get into it now, like, cause it take hours, but long story short, like I was homeless a few years ago and I was just going through like a really rough patch of like, mental health and stuff. And then somehow, some way, Shawshank Redemption my way out of there and fucking showed up and, we're doing this thing now. So I'm getting to write songs about those experiences and being really like emotionally vulnerable. So you'll definitely hear it, but that's pretty much what the song's about. And I think it's right now my favorite song to play too. Like it's really fun.
I think it was the first one that I heard, when I looked you up. So
It's definitely got
Oh,
you
yeah.
down. Yeah.
yeah, well, let's take a listen to it. We Are Not the Same. You ready?
Yep.
This
Let's
time?
do it.
Okay.
This time.
I try to tread on air and vision, but you succumb to false delusion. I deserve this because I've earned it. No matter where I turn, I feel like the imposter. You cannot relate. I used to medicate the wrong escape from my guilt and shame. I was on my own. I had no home, but you wouldn't know 'cause we are not the same.
what, Tracy, we're just not the same.
We are not the same.
They're not the same.
I'm sorry.
I like that that's a meme too, where people are like, you're in his DMs, I'm blah, 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 blah. We are not the same. And I'm like, it's a song title. Marketing.
Yeah.
That's just
It's an
good
heirloom
marketing.
Yeah,
reference.
dude.
Haha.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, thank you guys for. I could talk for hours with you guys about a lot of things, but we're gonna do a real quick wiener segment. Real
Okay.
fast. So,
I'm so
like,
scared.
basically, my buddy Mike, he's staying with me now, and for hopefully not too much longer. He's a hot dog connoisseur. He will travel miles just to try someone's hot dog, not wiener, but he might do that too. But I can't remember the toppings he likes on his hot dogs. Are hot dogs popular in Raleigh? What's the general topping, and what do you guys like individually?
You get more burger places around here.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
hot dogs. A lot of people just go like just the plain dog with mustard ketchup.
Yep.
I'm personally a huge fan of anything covered with chili, so the chili dog is always a
Okay.
personal favorite.
Nice.
But we
you
don't
like
have
spicy-
a lot of
spicy
good hot
chili or
dog
just-
places.
Better is not good.
No,
we got that
dude,
Scoop.
y'all-
The
we had
Snoopy's
Snoopy's.
place.
Do y'all
Yeah.
remember when Sheets had the 2 for $1 hot dogs?
I don't remember that.
This
That
was a
sounds
long
terrible,
time ago. Yeah. No, I like like nacho cheese and like I don't know. It's just I don't really eat hot dogs. I'm sorry. I eat
At
like
all? Like
I'm more of a
never?
burger person.
What if it's the only thing at the barbecue?
Then I guess I'm starving. No, I'll eat it. No, I like just like your basic like ketchup, mustard, like whatever helps it go down easier.
Yeah, water, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot dog water.
Load it with relish. I'm down.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
Oh yeah. I'm vegetarian, so I actually don't eat hot dogs.
Is there no? Because I know that for burger there's the
The Beyond.
Yeah.
Is there nothing for hot dogs?
There are, and some of them are good. And oddly enough, I think I would have the most intricate order of the 4 of us.
Yeah.
If it's got cherry pepper relish on it, and like honey mustard and some kind of hot sauce, I'm into it.
Honey mustard be.
This man loves his
Okay,
spicy.
okay.
I like spicy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the heat. What
Yeah,
about
I
you?
usually put sauerkraut and spicy mustard.
Nice.
So gross.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're gross.
Sauerkraut just kind of it
Look,
tastes.
I don't
like
eat
how
hot
it
dogs
sounds,
often, but when I do,
What I do, I choose the
Sauerkraut.
worst
Yeah.
fucking toppings.
Yeah, I can't wrap anything around sauerkraut or wrap sauerkraut around it. Sauerkraut sounds the name it just tells you what it tastes
Very
like.
aggressive.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
If you guys ever,
sauerkraut.
if you guys ever come to West Virginia, there's a place. It's on the Ohio border. It's
Which
called
one?
Hillbilly Hot Dogs. Honestly, it looks like you need like a Hep B shot to get in there.
A what?
That sounds
Like,
amazing.
like a
wanna go to,
hepatitis
like-
shot to get in there.
Yeah.
But they have like 30 different kinds.
Mommy, you
and
gotta
can
order it
get,
like
like whatever the hell you want on them, and they're.
I think Mike talked
ridiculous.
about that at one point
Place-
over in chat because he was sitting on my freaking
It's
couch. He's
so
afraid of the
worth it.
show. I don't know when. I was like,
Man.
just come do your segment for 5 minutes. You can even face the wall. Be that guy. He won't do it. He's
No.
terrified. But I can't say too much about him. He's about today not being on the show because
He's not
he
here
went to
defend
Groove. He went to
himself.
Groove at the Grove. And it's going to be a swamp up there because it's going to be like Woodstock because it's going to be raining
Oh my
Yeah, that
goodness.
sucks.
a lot
Okay.
because we're
Yeah.
supposed to get that stuff.
Oh, dude, this whole time we've just been looking out the window
Is
like.
the water coming up to the window halfway to the window yet? Or
No.
Not quite.
no,
No,
we're not getting flooding. It's just really strong wind.
we're just seeing
Yep.
trees go like that, and I'm
that's
like,
that's no
Oh,
problem. That's no problem. Yeah,
awesome.
you'll be all
yeah,
right.
they're stretching.
Just don't travel or anything for what.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys stay safe.
Stay safe.
Let Ian pass, and Ian will be coming up here. I think tomorrow or the next day. I don't know.
Hey, our friend Natasha likes spicy mustard and sauerkraut as well, Nikki. So there you go.
awesome. See, I knew I wasn't the only one.
You're not insane.
Nice.
In this
So
case,
gross.
we are the same.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I was about to say, I was
insane.
like,
Yeah.
you fucking beat me
We are
to
not.
it.
We are not the same.
We are not the same. Mm-mm.
We are.
Very good stuff. Hey, if you guys have 5 minutes, I'll talk to you a little bit. Tracy's actually got to head out and do something
Nice
else.
meeting you. Thank
Nothing
you for
super
Must be
coming
more
on.
lame.
important than this, but
Aw, it was nice meeting you
thanks for
guys.
coming
Thank
on
you
again.
so much.
You as well.
Yeah,
thanks
absolutely.
for hanging out. We'll talk next week or tomorrow.
Next week. Yeah,
I'll
whatever.
talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
But thank you guys so much for being on the show. Is so much, there's so many things, so many questions I have. Like just it seems like I never have enough time to ask bands what I forget to ask or mean to ask. Like
You'll
what's-
remember it later.
What's the band name about? Things like that. So we got to have you come back. You're welcome to come back anytime.
Yeah, man.
go do your band thing. What do you guys have coming up? Do you have shows coming up for people that might be watching that's around your
Yeah.
area?
So here in a couple weeks, October 15th, that's a Saturday. We're playing in Charlotte at the Milestone Club for it's called Welcome to the Family Fest. It's a
It's
3-day
only 4.5
event.
hours. We can make that show. We can
Hell
make
yeah, dude.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll try.
Hell yeah. And then can I say the other one?
We just
okay,
announced it.
We literally just announced we're playing Greenville, South Carolina in November 19th. It's a Saturday as well. And both lineups are going to be really fun. But yeah, be pretty cool.
I have a few to go to coming up. Like I said, I'm going to Erie in I guess that would be next weekend, October the 7th.
Oh wow, yeah, dude, it's already October. In my mind, it's still like July.
When I was in Walgreens, in mid-August, when I was suffering from the plague of COVID, they had Christmas. The Christmas aisle was starting, and I believe one aisle had the Valentine's shit coming up.
They just don't know what holiday it is.
We call that the holiday creep.
Thanksgiving's just a get together with friends and family. And it's not even a holiday anymore. You can't even buy
Yeah.
like a nice wreath for the door
Thanksgiving or whatever.
you know?
Yeah.
Go looking for a nice wreath for the door for harvest season. You can't find it because it's Christmas.
Christmas. Bah humbug.
Did you guys suffer from the plague at all? Anyone?
I somehow didn't get it. I think y'all.
I had it.
I did.
Yeah,
I got it
Yeah.
twice.
I tested and I always got negative every time I tested, but I was
Those
around a
tests
lot
aren't
of people that had it.
Tests aren't accurate anyway. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
mean, like I think
crazy.
we still think that I had it, and a few of us had it before 2020. Like we all got really bad sick around Thanksgiving 2019, and like it was like,
I know what you mean.
I think that was probably it. I don't know.
It's nuts. After we kill the live stream, when we have more time. I'll tell you about my experience with the if metal could rot taste that I had for
Ooh.
about 2 days. Ugh. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being on again. It's been nice meeting you in our small little hour here of talking. But definitely come back on the show. I try my best to get down there. You're not that far away, you know.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean that's a
Shot-
few
shot-
hours.
I don't love traveling. I don't love driving, but if I'm going somewhere, you know, to see a good band or anywhere or to the beach, you know, get in the
Yeah.
fucking car and go. You know, it's
Exactly. Yeah,
it's
and
good
that'll
time,
be a
man.
good lineup too.
Yeah, for sure. I'll yeah. Let me know what's going on with that, and I'll see what I can do, and if not, then I'll hit the next one.
dude.
Tracy's not as free. Actually, a lot of my friends aren't as free as I am. You know, just to get up and go. The cat can take care of his damn self for a couple nights. You know.
Oh yeah, cat.
I'm
Yeah,
happy
it's a
for
cat.
that. I don't have no kids. I have nothing like that.
Right on. Yeah.
Grass won't need mowed until April, so we're good there, hopefully. But hey, I'm going to play the show out. I always say tonight because it's usually nighttime. This evening with a band called Seven. They're from with 2 V's, not one. Seven. They are from Louisiana.
Okay.
And they just got back from playing Louder Than Life. I was following them when they were down there, looking at their Instagram stuff, and it looks like they had an awesome time. Talked to them a little bit on chat last night, and we're trying to get them on the show here pretty soon. This is their song called Downfall. I have nothing to change to the marquee because I don't know what we're going to call the show next week, where we talk about the events that we're putting on. But it'll be me, Sean, and Tracy at some point next week, and hopefully Chris Vaults from Flaw will join us also via Zoom. So I'm just gonna change the number, so I don't lose track of what show I'm on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after a while, you're gonna lose. Yeah, I would lose track at this
Sometimes
point.
I have to go back and like count, count all the episodes. And,
Yeah, every single one.
And I don't have that kind of time because I got a podcast to run. You know, I don't have time to go back.
Yeah,
and
man,
count.
you got shit to do.
But thanks you guys again. And if you got 5 minutes, we'll listen to a little bit of Seven here, and then I'll talk to you after I kill the live stream. Cool.
Right on. Let's do it.
Awesome. All right, and everybody else, we'll see you sometime next week. I'll post it probably tonight or tomorrow. Once we get Chris's availability, and we'll see you then. Have a good evening.
Peace.